Welcome back to YouTube with the boys. Today we have a great episode on the loud and fun Jacksepticeye.
Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome back to Happy Wheels!
Jacksepticeye is a wonderful creator, and he's been on the platform for a long time and amassed a big following. And a short stint as a musical career, I guess, too.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in Steve. In Steve. Oh yeah, in Steve. Grab the glory all the way to victory.
But he is very fun, and I think this is a great episode to do because I've seen him throughout his career. So let's go to the very beginning. Jack started YouTube 8 years ago with a Solid Snake impression.
War has changed.
Which is very memed on, but he started as a kind of just kid, and I think in a log cabin, I believe. I don't know if that's where he started, but that's kind of where his roots are. Trying to sound American because he was ashamed of his accent, but he has really grown throughout these years. And the most interesting thing is I've got to grow with him, which is awesome. So Jacksepticeye. When I first think of Jacksepticeye, honestly, the first image that pops into my head, although he is just a fantastic creator in any terms, is the green-haired, top of the morning teal addies, high five with the whip, punch the like button like a boss type of guy. That's the person who comes to my head because that was just ingrained in me like a few years ago. And obviously he has changed since, but let's start there. I think that's the Jacksepticeye most people know, so I'm going to start there. So Jacksepticeye kind of first came into relevance, as most people know, through a shout-out by PewDiePie.
Top of the modern fucking, I don't even know. This guy seems crazy. I really like whatever it is he's doing. He seemed really funny. His name is Jacksepticeye. You should check him out as well.
Now, obviously, he's a great creator on his own, but Felix did help with getting him discovered, and he really took advantage of it and continued to make great content. And Jack kind of evolved into this. He's a classic Let's Play YouTuber in the YouTube days where Let's Plays were all that existed and all that was popular. And he was really good at it because he was loud. I mean, sometimes, most of the time back then, you would get the YouTubers who would be like, oh, sorry, killed him. I think we switched to a grenade here. Yeah, that doesn't work. Jack is loud. And that kind of brought people in. I think this especially kind of worked for younger kids. I'm not going to lie. I think his audience was probably targeted at a younger demographic here. Because when he yelled, he just caught your attention and you were brought in for a ride of a lifetime. He had his trademark green hair, bright green, and the little septic eye, Sam. And he went through a lot. One of his most popular series that I don't think I can't mention is Happy Wheels.
I get the win without even trying! I mean, I tried a little. I died twice, and then this is the third try, so technically I tried a lot. Shut up!
Happy Wheels is one of the main, I would say, sources that drew a lot of viewers to Jack and how he got discovered. He played 100 episodes. I think he may be on 102 at this point because he has done some nostalgia weeks in the past. But he was certainly committed to the game. And that is, I think, a true test of him. Happy Wheels, while it's a dumb, funny game, and it can be like mildly entertaining for like 30 minutes, it's a game where it's mostly based on the reactions. Most of what you're laughing at is, watching for, it's not the amazing gameplay, or not like, not the level design, but the person playing it. And, I usually kind of like to categorize into three types of gaming YouTubers. And I would say Jack is kind of fully entertainment. Obviously, he does have some skill in some games, but I think a lot of people are drawn in for the reason of entertainment. I mentioned Jack's Happy Wheels series. One of my personal favorites that I really loved was his Subnautica series. I remember that was like 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, and I was just so addicted to it. I would come home, and I would just wait to kind of see. I don't know, if the new video was out, look for the thumbnail, and then I would watch it fully through, like 40 minutes, and it was always so entertaining, and I enjoyed seeing all the new stuff he would do. I really liked that because I think at that point I didn't have a PC, it was on Xbox, and it was fun to see someone kind of bring life to a game and play it chaotically in a style that a lot of people would. And that's why I really enjoyed it. That was probably my favorite series. But he's definitely had a few others. He's very famous for Undertale. Undertale is a game where he kind of really came into his own, and he played it a lot, and it got a lot of views. The infamous P break.
What do we do? The far door is not an exit. It simply marks a rotation in perspective. Okay, well, I gotta go pee. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry.
Insert 1 minute 20 seconds of dead silence in the video.
Oh, okay, I's back.
Happens there, where he kind of just left a section in where he just goes to the bathroom in one of the first episodes. But it's definitely great. Some more Jack famous series. He played The Escapist a lot. That was another one I really liked. I got really excited about that. It was just such a simple, basic game, and he made it so entertaining. He put so much energy and drama into it that it elevated it so much beyond the simple game. But the interesting thing is, I'm mentioning all these series and stuff, but a lot of his most popular videos aren't series. So if we go to his channel right now and look at his most popular videos, number 1 is All the Way. And then we have a lot of animation stuff, which is, interesting, but understandable. I mean, like, animations are short, get a lot of views, you're not in for it too long, and they're cool. And there are Five Nights at Freddy's animations, which is funny. But his kind of first Let's Play that's on the list, that's the longest. Oh, actually, I guess one's not an animation. It's You Are What You Eat, which I don't know what type of game that is, but I thought it was an animation, but I guess it's not. But there's that, which is a random game I've never heard of, which shows you how random it is. Then it's Fleeing the Complex, a Henry Stickmin game. And if you don't know what the Henry Stickmin games are, they're games where you kind of get a lot of fails, and you try to get through them all to get to the end, so that it'll present you with like choices like Teleporter, Mario, Fireball, or I don't know, another video game reference, Master Chief's Armor, and then you pick one and you either fail or you don't, and you try to get through it that way. But then after that, there's also on the list, these are all like 20 million views, is Muddy Heights. These are all 6-5 years ago. Muddy Heights is a game where it's about pooping off a ledge. This isn't his most viewed videos, mind you. His most viewed. Muddy Heights. Which is beyond me. It's, again, elevating a game. And that is where it lies. And then we see some of his series start to appear. Happy Wheels, or Undertale, Happy Wheels, and more. Skate. But it's really him being able to take these dumb little games and all of that and make it into something more. Most of his content is usually not him playing the game normally. It's him messing around and cracking jokes here and there, which makes him great.
Okay, so to recap, I put a bunch of shit into a recycling hole in the ground. I created a black hole because they all went around, and then I became Stephen Hawking as a goat.
And I think that classic Jack will always be respected. The green hair is not going to be something that's forgotten. I don't think that he can like leave that part of him. I think that'll always be part of him. That loud person. And that person that kind of, drew most of us to the channel. Or probably drew a lot of you. Some of you might only know New Jack, but yeah. And if we move on, Jack has really made a change in the past few years. Now, he's always relied on like Let's Play series, a lot of them long form too, which don't necessarily jive with the YouTube algorithm, but he still produces them. If we look at his most recent videos and kind of just, see him on stream, he also streams on Twitch. He's very toned down in the sense that, like, no, has he changed that much? Not really. He is still the same Jack. He still has the same personality, makes the same dumb jokes. But it seems that he is trying to be less of a personality, if that makes sense. I think that he is always very enthusiastic and very excited about what he's doing. But I think when you're at that level of screaming and that level of just kind of yelling all the time and trying to put that much energy, it's hard to be very natural. And the way I would say that he's changed is becoming more natural. Over these last few years, he's gotten kind of rid of the green hair. That's just kind of like a physical example. But he's toned it down a bit. He's gotten more personal. Kind of spoken to the audience, I feel like, on more of a man-to-man level. And, some people are obviously going to, ask to bring back the old Jack. You're never going to have people who miss those days. They'll always exist. You're not going to get rid of them. That's just kind of how things work. But as someone who has now grown older with the channel, it's kind of nice for me. He switched into obviously some Let's Play series that he still keeps. Like he played through Spider-Man. And I think he recently played through... I'm trying to think of some other games he's played through. There was that game about the person delivering packages. I don't really know what that was called, but he was really into that. But all fun stuff. But he also has some Reddit content now, which you see a lot of YouTubers, kind of infiltrate into their stuff. It's meme time.
It's meme time, it's meme time. Gather all your friends, it's meme time, it's meme time, it's meme time. The only cure for sadness.
But I really enjoy that too. He still feels like he interacts with his community, and he definitely cares about it. You can tell. I've heard him talk. He had a very intelligent conversation on stream. When I was kind of tuning in, he was talking about how sometimes he wishes he could go back to the smaller community, but it's probably worse off because, you kind of have to be disconnected to make good content. And it's fun to see him because I love offline TV. We know that. We know Mac loves offline TV. But all of a sudden, I see Jacksepticeye start playing with him, and it's like, breaks my mind. I mean, I had watched Jack all growing up, and at this point, I have this new YouTube channel I'm addicted to, and all of a sudden, worlds cross, past and future, present, all of a sudden, it just breaks me. And not only that, but he's grown to be friends with a lot of these people. Obviously, Corpse and, like, Sykuno, and other fun people in general.
Poop.
He sounds too handsome. I don't like it.
What? Wait, what?
Too handsome?
Yeah, I gotta take him down a peg. Sorry.
What?
And he seems to really enjoy his time with him and really enjoy their company and having fun and all of that. And I think that's just great. I really love seeing him in that group of people just to have consistently play games with. He's also made a lot of videos with the Irish Lads, which is just a bunch of other Irish YouTubers who are all very good. But it seems like he's there because he wants to be there. No one is forcing him into this mold. He's not just playing with people because people want it. It's because he actually enjoys the company of these people. I saw him in a very chill Valorant game the other day. I think he was off stream, and it was like with Peter Park, Christopher Yee, people who are great YouTubers and great streamers. go watch them. They're actually very enjoyable, but not necessarily most popular. And to see him kind of just enjoying the time with them, I think is fun. It's it's enjoyable. But I want to say this one thing, and I think he's mentioned it too. Don't try to force him into ships and stuff. I mean, he's already been through enough with Septiplier. It just makes the whole relationship kind of awkward. It's... Don't ruin this new friendship. You know, when people get together and they like, get fetishized, I don't know if that's the right word. Just kind of odd. I mean, obviously, you can make jokes about them being friends and all of that. And, jokes, I don't know, about the relationships between the two. But, I don't know, don't take it that other level. I think he's requested you don't do that, so don't do that. I want to make sure I get that said. But to see him, like I said, in this new element has been really enjoyable. To see him playing Among Us.
Can we please not ship people together again? Can we not do that? Can we leave that in 2015, 2016? Let it stay dead and buried and not ship people together, especially real life people, because it's weird. Can we not do that? That'd be cool. I'm not even part of that, and I still don't like it.
And having almost like, I feel like a new spark into his YouTube channel has been great. In his coffee company, it would be silly of me not to mention Top of the Morning Coffee, his new coffee company that he created that I think is doing incredibly well. I've always wanted to try it. Maybe one time I will and give a taste review. But it seems like it's doing really well, and it seems like he's just doing stuff he's passionate about. And I think that's all you can hope for someone who's been on the platform this long. And I don't think that you can hope for more. I think this is where he is meant to be, and he is in a good place. He has a girlfriend and a cat. I think he's just over on like every front. He's doing well in life. That's all I could describe it as. And I want to see him stay here. I don't want him to push himself too hard. It seems like he's going at a pace where he's only doing what he wants to, and he's only doing what he loves. And I think that's his content has reached a great place that way. Oh, also, I knew I was trying to get to somewhere before I just kept repeating myself. His charity. The work he has done for charity is absolutely incredible. Incredible. I think that it's impossible not to... I have no words because it's impossible not to put him up on a pedestal for all he's done. But he has done some crazy things, raising money on his own month after month for charities that need it. He had Thankmas, which was a very, very huge event where he got a bunch of other streamers to stream, and he raised, I think, millions of dollars, I think. And he dyed his hair green for one of the challenges, and it was really good. He seems to care a lot about, he did a stream with Amelia Clark also to, raise money. And it's incredible that he can put his mind and influence to something and actually get these results. I think it really shows the power of YouTubers and what they can do and where they can go in the future. And he's really at the epicenter of showing it charity-wise, I think. Felix has also been helping out, with donating all his membership money to different charities, including Jack's for Thankmas. But it's really great to see him there. And now, on a bit of a somber note, I think it's impossible not to know this. Sadly, while I was researching this episode, I decided a few days ago that I would do this, and that I would, do one on Jack. But I think in the next few days, maybe possibly weeks, he's going to take a break from streaming. Because sadly, his father passed away, which is just devastating. And to relay his message, in case anybody hasn't heard it, he would appreciate if everybody kind of stayed away from his private life. And obviously, guys, give him time. I mean, that's something so gut-wrenching, I can't even imagine, especially how young base he is. I think he's only 30. And I don't know. It was really tough to kind of hear when I'm just thinking about how great this guy is and the effect that he's had on my life. And then to hear him lost, it was very sudden because I had almost kind of reconnected to this nostalgic thing. And then, I mean, in a way, he's been a facet of my life. When I grew up, he's always on YouTube. I watched him before PewDiePie. I watched him before a lot of like the older YouTubers. So he was kind of my person who, you know, you would always go on YouTube and he would be there. I mean, all I can say is, you know, Dad, I'll hear this, but if he ever does, I'm really sorry for your loss. And just know that you've made an effect on a lot of people. So you can take as much time as you want. And you should take as much time as you want. I know you have taken breaks, but this is something beyond that, I think. And don't come back unless you love what you're doing. Don't come back and try to force it for the fans. I mean, we have definitely benefited from you enough that you could take a break. And sadly, with that somber note, I think we're going to wrap up and, you know, give all our support to him and what he's doing, and just hope he continues to be this great effect on YouTube and other YouTubers and just, you know, viewers in general. So I think with that, we are going to kind of transition away. Hi, guys. I'm going to quickly talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is what I'm recording this podcast on at this very moment. It is so easy. It's free, just like YouTube, so you can start a channel whenever you want, start a podcast, and just start releasing episodes. You can edit it and record it right from the app or your computer, so it's so easy. And then it automatically distributes for you to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many other places, everywhere you need. It's just the easiest thing. It's like everything you need in one place. It's so easy to do. It's just like YouTube. But if you're not just exactly a visual guy and you like podcasts like I do, it's so easy. So go right now and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Super easy, and you can make a podcast just like me. Thank you guys for giving the podcast so much support as usual. I'm going to kind of keep trying to come out with the YouTubers that you like and people you appreciate. And I hope you'll enjoy. I think we might try to throw a few more females in, because I feel like it's mostly been male based, and I'm going to bring more attention to some of the females. So, you know, equality and all of that, and kind of represent the true variation within the platform and what it really stands for. So if you have any, just hit me up on YouTube with the boys, or youtube.with.the.boys.podcast. You know, really great email. And send me your ideas if you have any female YouTubers you want me to check out. I think the first one I'm going to do is Nikki from the Dream SMP, because I know you guys love Minecraft. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.